Yeah, there's probably. I mean, this is a giant factory. I'm sure there's some closet or something. We can all
Uh,
just go in one after the other.
is there also any kind of latent essence that Finn might pick up on? Like maybe roll survival? He'd like to top up.
I would say you can roll survival to see the kind of essence. But you'd have to go to the area outside of the locus where the bodies were found.
Okay, he's going to roll wits and survival then, I think, just to scavenge. Like he's got tiny specialty in hunting for survival, but I'm not going to apply that. So it should be
That's
6
fair.
dice.
It'd be wits plus survival.
Yep.
Uh,
Four
and then,
successes.
cool. The keeper's going to address the totem. So Finnegan, you go outside into the shadow. The twisted building, a reflection of what it is in the real world. Spirits are kind of prancing about everywhere. Normal for this kind of neighborhood. You'll see poverty spirits, the concept. You'll see loyalty spirits. General, what you would find in a kind of lower class neighborhood plagued by poverty. You'll see those kinds of spirits going around. When you get back to the back of the alley, searching for any kind of essence that might be left over, there's only one little rank 1 death spirit still hanging around, but there's no essence that you can see.
Well, is that last part at Finn?
Yes.
Okay, so there's no essence it can pick up on. That's a shame. All right. No, Finn will follow Theo then to go in and see the totem.
Okay, he'll kind of shuffle in as Theo has already started to address it. Theo, you approach the totem and it rolls around, rumbling the entire building as it does so. It just kind of, you're never sure if it's glaring at you. It doesn't seem to have eyes, but with its front facing towards you, you get the impression that it is.
Is the cannon pointed at my face?
Yes.
Okay. Yo, shock and awe.
A rumbling sound issues forth.
I hadn't considered this. Just that was an out of character comment. So, is there anything? What's happening in your neck of the woods?
The rumbling continues. It seems to end in a questioning note.
I don't know how that I don't know how that questioning note kind of translates.
Did you ever see the movie,
Wait.
the Kurt Herbie movies?
Am I speaking in... Wait, doesn't this thing speak first tongue?
Yeah.
It does. It's just not making the effort to.
Okay, I assume I'm going to start speaking in first tongue to it. Is there... Because I kind of just assumed I was speaking English for a second, which probably would have confused it. So, we found some bodies out there. Have you seen any spirits that might have caused any trouble on our side?
The rumbling continues for a moment as if it is deep in thought. And then it finally issues forward a long, low rumble that forms into words in first tongue. No spirit. No trouble.
Was there anything that... Have you seen anything that we should know about on that could have affected our side or affected just this area?
Once again, that rumble comes up as if it's thinking. No trouble, it says again.
Good to know. Also, just an out of character comment. This tank is smarter than all of us because it has power 5 and power acts as intelligence for spirits.
Yeah.
That's kind of hilarious to me for some reason. That was just an out of character comment that I just felt I had to get off with it.
I like to imagine Theo then makes conversation like, good talk, good talk, good talk. Just until he backs away.
He just gives a thumbs up and, well, you keep doing what you're doing, buddy. And I'm going to go back to Finn and Tigran. Like, he's got nothing.
So, how'd the date go?
Okay, first off, no. Second off, Shock and Awe says that nothing, no spirits were causing trouble on this side. So, God, he doesn't. So I honestly don't really know where to go with that.
Well, if it's going to rule out spirits, that leaves plenty of other things. It could be acclaimed, I guess. Do some pretty nasty dread powers.
Back on the
Well,
physical,
it could be something else entirely.
you'll see that Dr. Rose is performing a little bit more of another examination on one of the corpses, and she's frowning. And she pulls out something from one of the holes and looks up at it and frowns more and gets a bag to place it in.
What's that?
I'm not sure, but it looks like hair. She'll shake her head in kind of disbelief at what she's finding and put the bag in her contents.
Well,
I'll have the lab to examine it.
it is a giant hole. It's not impossible that anything could have dropped a hair into it.
I found it by the heart, she says.
Yeah, hair gets everywhere. It's a fact of life.
She shakes her head. Yeah, but usually not in clumps.
Insert joke about sharing a shower with a woman.
She will just kind of give you a hard look, continue her examination, and finally finish up and say, I don't find anything else that I can use. If you want, I can call a van, take care of the bodies, unless you plan to do that, but my service will cost extra.
Yeah, alright. Sure.
I will write out a bill, and hopefully you're good for it. She will make a call on her cell phone and tell you that it'll be about 30 minutes before the van arrives, and they'll take care of it.
Alright, catch you around.
She will leave and also promise to update you on whatever she has found from her findings. And she will exit. About 30 minutes later, the van will arrive to take the bodies, and they'll kind of be back. At this moment, however, you need to figure out what you're going to do about all this, if anything.
About what? Seems like it's taken care of.
About finding dead bodies right outside your den. You might have found the bodies, but now you have to wonder why they were right outside your den and figure out if this is something you need to respond to. It requires.
Literally, I've asked, and I've gotten no callback on the whole, is this a thing that somebody does as a threat? So, if I think
Not
these
the
are
local
just...
tax.
Yeah, so if
Not
I
the
think this
local
is just
tax that you
a...
know of, Zero.
If I think this is just something that's out there killing people, then sure, I'm going to keep an eye out for it, but it's not something I can react to. I have no information, and I've exhausted what I feel to be all plausible members of information gathering.
Okay, Finn would be returning to the physical now.
Okay. You return to the physical.
So, what did Doc find, Hunter?
Clumps of hair near their heart. Indeterminable frame of death, though I argued with her quite a bit about that. Otherwise, nothing. She had no clue.
Maybe we need more specialist help then.
We need specialist help. What specialist in what field?
The bizarre, the abnormal, the supernatural. Like he waves his hands like fucking us.
The bodies are gone, though.
Doesn't really matter. There's usually traces of that stuff anyway. But if this is 3 deaths here, chances are there's other deaths elsewhere as well.
Well, it would have to be. They didn't die here. They were left here. We only smelled their blood after they had been dropped off. If anything, we should have tried to trace down whoever left the bodies here, but he shrugs. Bit late for that now.
Yeah, I don't see how we could track them, not at this stage. But what we can do is we can go talk to the others.
It,
I mean, by others, you mean other packs?
Yeah.
Who's the closest pack to our area?
Closest pack to you would probably be. I'd say it's going to be the Immortal Dragons.
Alright, I'm gonna clap my
Blood Talons
hands.
and Iron Master.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just reading up on them. They're the Blood Talons and Iron Masters.
So us. They're us. Great.
We have a lot in common then.
They're Forsaken. They're Forsaken, yeah.
I'm gonna clap my
Um,
hands so that, it echoes loudly in this place, because that's what happens in these large metal buildings. Theo, where are you?
I suppose I would have come back. I
Finn's-
come back after he. I come back into the flesh after he yells that.
Yeah, so
Finn,
you come
Finn
back
will
here and
actually-
like, God damn it, where's that motherfucking Theo at?
Finn will actually be calling out like, "Here, boy, here," and whistle after him.
Theo will not respond. He has been fooled by that before.
I think he's been having some special time with that totem.
It's not a fucking waifu.
Out of character, that's not Finn's point. Finn actually connects them because they're both into guns. So to him, it's more kind of like just that kind of a joke.
I mean, one of them.
He's not
is
thinking
a gun.
anime. He's thinking, "You're a gun nut. It's a tank. Of course, you like each other."
I mean,
Yeah.
I suppose
So is Theo just going to ignore?
he's going to ignore Finn.
Finn doesn't care.
But he does kind of just start walking up to, huh? What? Where are we talking?
Yeah, we're gonna be heading out. Is that alright by you?
Where?
We're gonna go check on the Immortal Dragons. See if they know anything
Right.
about what's going on.
Great.
You gonna stay here with the other half?
I was probably go. I might as well go with you guys. Just need to get my gun.
Yeah, that's good diplomacy right there.
Carry a big stick.
Or a gun.
That was the implication. And Theo's just going to go find. He's just going to go to his room and get his rifle.
I like it better the first time. He's gonna go find his gun. Where the fuck is that gun?
Okay, so Hunter's going. Theo, or is he staying behind?
I'm going with Hunter.
And who else is going?
Oh, Finn's going. I mean, he's the eldest, so like he wants to, and he has actually speciality in WtF politics, basically, well, protectorate technically. So he's going to be like trying to also like fortify any kind of bond there between the packs, regardless.
Okay.
and Tigeran will tag along as well.
If anyone calls around like Tank Bay's got him. Shocking all.
I mean, if we really need him, then he can just materialize or fetter himself. But meh.
Actually, Finn might proceed in Ohan. I'm not sure, like, how feasible is it for someone in Ohan to like sneak on by to the city without drawing any attention, really?
Sneak on. I'm sorry. Sneak where?
Well, not sneak, but like just like get through the city in Ohan. Because he's probably feeling a bit antsy being in the factory so long. He wants to like have a bit of a run as well. So it might take a hand to like get there a bit faster as well.
That's fine. I mean, it might draw attention as long as you don't stay hidden, because obviously Wolf. But if you're kind of sticking to the places where people aren't going,
Yeah, he's going to like go to the back alleys and stuff. You know.
If you roll stealth, that's complete. I'll allow that to kind of go with that. That's fine.
He has stealth, although he also has streetwise. That'd be better. So, do you want me to roll dexterity and stealth, or dexterity and streetwise? I assume to sneak on by.
Dex plus stealth.
Okay. Oh, this is risky. Yay! 2 successes.
Pretty good for that dice pool.
Yeah, it's 3 dice. Yeah, so basically, Finn would be in this black, slightly like brown, reddish, and like near the paws, kind of wolf form. It's got vibrant, halcyon yellow eyes. And he's basically just like he's just trying to get there a bit faster and have a bit of a run because he wants to stretch his legs a bit. Also easier to get by with the backpack on and everything, or rucksack.
Okay, well, you'll shadow the pack, kind of following them the whole way up until the territorial boundaries of what is the Immortal Dragons. Now, are you guys just going to cross onto their territory, or how are you going to do this?
Oh yeah, no, I'm walking right over. I'm crossing.
Yeah, fuck it. Khalif and Rahu, we aren't subtle.
Finn will shift back to Hishu and he'll follow, but like at a bit of a distance, like he's looking around carefully, like these 2 idiots are probably going to get some attention.
Shock and awe, we announce ourselves. You're walking right in.
Hey, cocksuckers!
Where's Dan Bell at? Somebody get me Dan Bell!
If one of you starts urinating on the street, like, I give up.
We're not. That'd just be a crime.
I will be shouting for Dan Bell, though.
Okay, you are shouting for Dan Bell. As you guys kind of march through the streets, you'll hear answer from up ahead, and you hear, "And what is it that you want with me?" And then this guy will show up.
I'm calling you out, Dan. It's time for a rematch.
Okay, that's not why we're here, first of all.
It's not why you're here. I'll handle that. First, this.
Perhaps we should actually talk first.
We will be talking with a fist.
I am allowing this to happen. Theo's just going to step back a second.
This does not have my approval.
Good thing nobody asked for that.
Good thing you're not the alpha.
Yeah, well, if you keep picking fights with strangers, you're not going to be alpha for long, are you?
If you want to fight,
I'm not the one picking the fight.
Dan will look at Hunter and say, "If you want to fight, you're welcome to. Come into my gym, and I'll put you down, and then you can go away." And he'll walk back, leading you to his gym if you follow.
Of course, I'll follow him.
Sure, fuck it. I want to see this happen.
Finn's going to shake his head like, blood talent is always a waste of energy.
Make for a good story.
All right, you arrive to a gym. It looks like it's part gym, part martial arts facility, obviously for him. And he'll lead you past the gym into what looks to be a dojo space. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. In fact, you're going to see all of the packs. I'm going to show you the pack that you'll see. Pat kind of looks up interestedly, some of them lazily. Kenneth is sitting there on his cell phone, tapping away when he looks up and goes, "Oh shit, Dan, no." And Dan will ignore him and head back into the dojo with.
And yes.
I mean, the entire way that Hunter is walking along, he's like cracking bones in his back and neck, cracking knuckles. Colloquially, loosening up, as it were.
Finn's gonna just check that he does have his medical kit on him. Yeah.
Dan will step in, fold his arms, and go, if you want to fight, let's go ahead and do it. And if this is, and then roll initiative.
Oh, this is not going to go good for you.
Oh boy. Why do so many packs get
Well, it's
run
been
who's
good going, Jim.
Oh, I had a question a minute ago. I forgot to ask. How much essence do you start with?
7.
7. Okay.
I gave you all 10 to start with. I'm
Oh, you
keeping
did?
notice.
Actually, I get 11 because I have 2 Primal Urge.
Yes, I put you at 11. So that green and blue
Cool.
your pictures I'm using to track your essence and willpower just for my sake and sanity.
Well, okay, but I usually put like the X's on my sheet, so I didn't know what to put down. That's fine.
That's no problem. You can keep track with the X's on your sheet, or if you click on your pictures, you'll see you should have control of them. If you don't, let me know.
Neat.
And with that control, you can also modify your willpower and or essence yourself.
It's alright, guys. I got this. I appear to be 5 times larger than Danbo.
All right.
Theo's just going to call out, "Get him, Dan!"
Fuck you, Theo!
This is just a waste of time and energy.
All right. He doesn't shift.
He doesn't what?
He doesn't shift at all. He stays in Hishu form. And he will. It's going to be 1 essence. I'm going to hold on, figure out what he's doing here. Okay. What is your defense?
My defense is 6.
Okay, you're going to take 4 damage, and then you're going to be rolling against him. Let me get it, because he's going to use 2 essence to do crushing blow, so that's going to be 4 lethal. And then he's going to lay low the challenger for one of his gifts, so you're going to be rolling against him for that. And I believe it's your composure, but let me check. It's going to be composure plus primal urge.
Okay. Ah, that one's actually selectable. There we go. Oh. Sorry, I still had a cult selected. Awesome.
Okay.
So what happens?
It's a good thing that I don't have to take a common trigger for Kuru.
I have to get my finger off there. Sorry. Hold to talk is fun. So you're going to take 4 lethal, and then you are suffering -3 on your defense. from his crushing blow.
No,
Then
okay.
you also cowed condition from Lalo the Challenger. And I'm going to give you exactly what that does, but you're taking -2, I believe. I'm giving you the full text of it so you get a feeling of how Hunter feels.
So my Karuth trigger is pack, but since I have Harmony 7, it's the specific trigger, meaning only if I cause lethal damage. Not if they do something, okay.
You said you were sending me text of a condition, right?
Yeah, I just didn't have it on my PDF file. It has a problem getting me to the condition, so I have to go. I got it right now. I'm about to send it to you. Check Discord. So you feel this kind of sense of, wow, this guy just is really good. He could beat the shit out of me. And you're going to suffer -2 on any physical rolls against him, unless you spend a willpower point to negate that.
It's fine.
And the resolution, if you hit him and do damage, then it resolves and you'll get a beat. But if you flex it again and you resolve it again, you wouldn't get 2 beats.
Well, it's time to find out. He's made his move. That's fine for me to kick some ass. As a reflexive action, I'm going to activate Killer Instinct, spending an essence to gain 8 again on all brawl rolls for the scene. Otherwise... Oh shit, 4 lethal you said, right?
Yes, he is not using his fighting style.
I am wearing a flak jacket.
But you're shirtless.
So,
Picture is shirtless. I am wearing a flak jacket though. It's on my sheet when you approved it.
that's fair. If you're going to wear that to the fight, that's fine. He'll let it go. Then he will do his strength for that one. He's seeing the flak jacket, which I had +1, so it'll be 5 lethal minus the armor, which I believe is probably like 2.
Yep. But I believe that downgrades before it removes, so... So it just changes 2 of them to Basher. Alright. As I said, use an essence to put in Killer Instinct. I will use a willpower, which actually turns mine into a +3 because I am of the Lodge of Garm, which would normally take... This guy is a werewolf.
It would if you used it for that reason, but the point of it is you can only use the way the cow condition.
Your volume was gone.
Check.
Or you kicked out. I don't know what happened there for a second. It specifically says, though, anytime I use it in attack against a werewolf. I thought... We'll double check myself as well.
Yeah. If you're doing the +3, then it goes to a +5.
Yeah.
But
I have -2, so I still have a +3. Because I am literally spending willpower to augment an attack roll against another werewolf. So it's literally what the blessing says.
The way Cowed is worded is weirdly worded. It seems like it's saying to negate it, but I'll let that go and give you the +3.
I mean, it makes sense to me. Normally I get a +3 for spending willpower, but this time I gain a +5, but I have a -2, so it's basically just a regular 3.
Yeah, but the way Cowed is worded is unless you spend willpower, you don't negate a penalty. It's not like your penalty And then you would spend willpower and get a +3, obviously. That's not negating the penalty.
Right, I can only use the willpower for one thing, and I'm using it to get the +5, which is better than a... Alright, so I'll get 8 again on my strength and brawl. I have actually 6 strength instead of 5, so that's already +1, so I get a +4 on this roll. And if I hit him, what did you say I get?
Defense. Well, you gotta subtract his defense.
Yeah, I know, but you haven't told me anything.
His defense is 9.
So -5. So just remind me again, what happens if I do hit him?
You resolve the cowed condition. So his defense is 9 plus the -2, and then you're adding the...
I've already done all that. -5 is the total.
Okay.
I literally said it out loud while I was doing it, so if you weren't paying attention...
No, I was. I'm just... Okay.
Bam, in your face! Oh, I hit 9 again. It was supposed to be 8 again, but I'll take that anyway.
Okay.
You roll 3 more dice if it's 8 again.
Yeah, you'd roll a bit more dice there. You want the 8 again.
Which honestly is still pretty impressive they got that many successes. So that's 5 successes.
So literally an exceptional success. Anyways, yeah, so I resolved the condition, and I think I heard you say something about 2 beats?
You'll get a beat. 1 beat from resolving the condition.
Alright. So he hits me for 5. I hit him back for 5.
Okay.
Albeit he hits me for lethal, I hit him for bashing, but whatever.
It's working out. He will take the 5 bashing points of damage, roll with it, and he will strike back, and he's going all out with his maneuvers this time. Not an all-out attack. I'm just saying he's going to use both.
I hear you. I've hit him, though. And I've shown everybody that I can hit him. He is not untouchable.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Game over, man. Game over. Is that another lethal, or is that bashing?
That is going to be lethal. He's following up at the crushing blow. So it'll be 5 lethal, but you'll take -2 to it, so it'll be... What is it?
So the bashing, and then...
That's actually
perhaps
6 because he's doing his maneuver. 6 lethal. And then you will be taking a -1 to further attack.
Ooh. I am 1 box away from being full lethal. At least I resolved that other condition, so I only have -1, but now I have -3 for the -1 plus the -2.
Yeah, you're not at -3. You did resolve cowed the minute you hit.
No, I'm at -2 because of boxes.
Wound penalties.
Yes.
In addition to that, so it'll be his 9 defense. You'll be at -12 unless you spend a willpower.
Yeah, in which case it'd be -7. You know what? I'm not backing down. You guys are going to have to drag me out of here. Or leave me here. It seems like you're want to. Actually, I'm going to use an essence to activate Slaughterer. Wait,
You can only activate that when you are in Garu form.
I'm sorry, I meant Primal Strength, not Slaughterer.
There we go.
Oh, I have it on my screen. I was looking at Slaughterer earlier, and I decided not to do that because of what you said. Yeah, so Primal Strength, which will add 2 to my Strength, which I'm now up to 8 Strength. I will also use a Willpower to give myself a +5, which is now -7. -7. Actually, it's -2. Goes down to -5 because of the 2 Strength. -4 because of my actual 6 Strength, because I had to add that as a modifier. So -4. And this time I'll actually hit 8 again. And do better than I did last time.
Okay, so that's gonna be 6, and he'll soak the 3. So you smack him in the face again, give him a good couple body shots as he slowly kind of advances on you for his next strike.
So what happens when when a werewolf fills all their lethal?
You have to roll to keep from going unconscious.
Okay. And then everything is aggravated at that point, or what?
Yeah, but he's actually getting negatives because he's monitoring you and doesn't actually want to permanently.
You don't have to explain how he's pulling his punches. I don't need to hear that shit. I'm just asking what happens when I go.
If you go full lethal, then you will have to roll to stay conscious.
Got it.
That's about it. And an essence to heal that lethal if you are conscious, so you don't have to roll until you have that lethal again. If you start to roll into ag, then obviously you'll have those issues.
I mean, his next hit's gonna really put me in aggravated, so I'm just asking to be known. Not to be known, so I know.
How bad does he look to the rest of us?
Oh, I assume I'm fucked up right now.
Yeah, I mean, describe it like what it could look like right now.
Well, if you allow me to describe it, I'm probably like staggered. My arms are like hanging down at my sides because I can't keep them up to protect myself. I can only use them to attack with. Face is all probably bloody and pulpy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bell's getting beaten. He has a gift that's kind of soaking damage he's taking. He looks a little bit better off than Hunter.
Okay.
And he whips around and perfectly actually does 2 points of damage, which will put Hunter at full lethal.
At this point, Finn would intervene.
Okay.
He intervenes with words, not with fists. So he's going to do a presence and persuasion roll as my intention here. And the idea is that he's basically just going to call out, hands up, saying, okay, that's enough. We didn't come here for this.
Hunter's like, maybe you did.
Oh, come on, let him finish.
Yeah, I feel like, when eyes like close, shut, swollen, and I turn with the other guy.
And he's basically going to continue, just kind of like just bowing on, saying, 3 bodies turned up dead today. We have something much more important to take care of than whatever the hell this is.
Fight.
Well, this last blow still lands. Hunter's at full lethal. He'll have to roll his stamina minus his wound penalties to try and.
Oh well, that's probably gonna knock me the fuck out.
Rolling to stay conscious doesn't take into account wound penalties. I've checked this before.
But it's just stamina.
It'll be just stamina.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably gonna knock me out anyway. So we'll find out.
We'll see. You might stay up. I see it happen a lot.
And you can't add willpower to this, can you?
Well, you already. I think you can willpower it, but.
Well, I used it on my turn. This would be his turn.
Yeah, so if it's a new round, you could probably willpower that.
Oh, is it by round? Is willpower by round?
It's by round.
Okay, I thought
it's
it was
by round. Every expenditure of a resource is usually by round.
Okay, I thought it was by turn. Alright, never mind. Well, here's where I fall on my face. I love you, Hunter! You're a badass!
You basically spit blood on the ground and say, "No, I'm not going down."
I don't
I
recall
can take
hiring
him.
you as my coach. Don't throw that towel in yet, you little fuck.
Who the fuck you think you are, my dad? That was dark.
Finn's actually walking
Actually,
towards
you say that was dark. I was going to say, my dad hits harder than you.
Finn is actually physically walking towards him at this point.
That's alright, it's my turn to punch. So if you want to step in front of my fist, that's your problem.
No, he's still he rolled 2 successes on persuasion as well.
No one is listening.
Well, that's for Dan, NPC motive, and Dan's like,
Yeah.
"I'm willing to put my fist down the minute he gives up."
Do I get a bonus to my attack for his defense
Okay,
being off
okay.
for having answered the conversation?
Finn is actually going to step between them, and he will actually take a punch from Hunter.
Okay, so that's
damn.
an
This is
8
gonna
again.
end badly.
That's an 8 again. How much defense do you have? Are you trying not to defend yourself?
Oh, he's going
Right in front of it.
he's going to put his arms up, but like he's not going to attack you. His defense is goddamn, what is his defense? It is 4 in issue.
4. Okay, so my +5 automatically gets rid of that because I am spending willpower because I have every turn. So I've already got a +1. I've got +2 for the strength, which +3 actually, since I'm at 8 strength now. So
This is beautiful.
+4 with 8 again. Yeah, I'm the fucking war leader.
By the way, ST, can I get a point of willpower for this? Actually, no, I can't get a point of willpower. Damn, I've already spent my willpower. I've got my full willpower.
So-
Yeah, no, because basically I'm playing the beta because what I'm doing here effectively is, and I quote, "Your character covers a point of willpower when she makes She makes sure a packmate can perform at the top of their game, while disregarding their own personal interests." So
That's
basically,
fair
like,
enough.
basically,
You
he's trying to prevent more aggro being put to Hunter, and like literally stepping between them, even if he's going to take the punch.
So the blow just staggers you. I mean, you're almost, if you were a regular person, this would be pretty close to knocking your ass out.
Oh no, he's a storm lord. He's used to pain.
Dan will kind of walk back out of the dojo, take a couple steps back, and say, "Well,
How much damage did Finn take?
6 bashing. It'll heal within 6 rounds."
Yeah. Fuck you, Hunter.
By the way, being a hedonist as
1,
I
2,
am,
3, 4, 5.
it says here regains all willpower when he abandons the hunt for personal pursuits.
I wouldn't give this. This would have to be something like very dangerous, abandoning the hunt. You're still went to the
I
people
challenged the best fighter in the entire Immortal Dragons.
Yeah, that's just something that happens with him, though. It's one of the things. He takes any challenger who comes to him. So-
Whatever. Alright.
I'll give you a willpower point, but not full willpower.
Finn will stagger and just call it like, "Fuck Hunter, give it a rest."
And he's gonna lean in, and he's gonna say to you in such a way that spittle of blood is gonna fleck all over your face, "Get in the way of one of my fights again, and I will kill you."
Let's not do
Oh
that.
my fucking god! You did not just do this out of character. You did not just do this.
I gotta
Because, you know,
gotta play the
Finn's-
character. Gotta play
Yeah,
the
but
character.
Yeah,
one of his
yeah,
triggers. It's one of his triggers.
Finn's trigger.
Oh!
Finn's trigger is, and I quote, Jesus fucking Christ, is, and I quote, specific. Someone threatens to kill you, and you believe the threat to be genuine.
Perfect.
You fucking what?
Yeah.
So you immediately go into Wasser, and there's no roll, but you can try and remain control. How many for Urge 1? Or what's your Harmony 7?
My harmony 7. Fuck me. Fuck you, Hunter.
I want to point out though, I did not read your sheet or anything. I have no idea that was a thing. I was just playing my character.
Oh my god!
So let's do this.
You. Oh Jesus!
That's good shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Try to
fuck
do
it.
that
You know,
again.
I'm not even gonna have you roll for it. The minute you like Dalu and like look like you're starting to lose it, Kenneth goes, "Oh shit!" and he's just gonna snap his fingers on you because he's got that super special Eladoth power.
Holy god.
this, this is what you fucking did, you piece of shit. I'm sorry, like that was textbook specific trigger for thing you just pulled.
That's
That was
fucking
textbook.
hilarious.
Yeah, and he's gonna look down at you, and you start to transform, and then the guy snaps his fingers and stops you, and he turn his back on you and walk away. That's what I
I'll
thought.
do it, I swear. He just says, I'll do it, I swear. Again! No. That's fucking great.
Probably for one of the rarest occasions possible, you'll actually see Finn staring in such a manner as Hunter walks away, much like an Araka would. Like, how many ways can I fucking gut this bastard?
Kenneth is going to walk up and go, "Well, as interesting as this was, if the fight's over, you guys should go. Except you said something about dead bodies."
Yes, I'd like to talk to you about that. I think those two have done enough for right now. He just kind of glares at Hunter and Finn.
Finn walks off, just like waving at just talk to Theo.
And like, so
I agree.
Allow me
Hopefully,
to-
this lovers tiff is over and done with.
we found some dead bodies on our territory. We were wondering if there was anything that your pack may have heard of that could have done this. They look like their stomachs and most of their organs had been chewed out and removed.
Well, that's. He rubs his chin for a minute and goes, "You know what? I don't think I've heard anything. I can speak to someone who might know something, but if I'm going to get information for you guys for your territory, I expect favor returned." He kind of
Naturally.
money, favor. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes.
If it involves neutering our hot-headed companion, then by all means.
He kind of chuckles and goes, "Yeah, big guy, whatever. I'm just gonna go ahead and make some calls. Why don't you give me your cell phone number and I'll shoot you a text later."
Theo pulls out just kind of reaches into his back pocket and kind of pulls out a flip phone, starts looking through it for his phone number because who the fuck memorizes that? He just kind of he tells it off. I don't have the energy to come up with a fake phone number, so
He will take your number, put it into his phone. Say,
Also,
"I'll make some
I
calls."
suppose I should have your number then as well because I generally turn down all calls that I don't recognize.
Fair, he says, and he'll shoot you a text saying, "Hey, this is Kenneth."
And I add him to my contacts list.
Good. All right, Carrie, and you see Carrie, the girl, staring after Hunter, and she is tapping her fingers, and he's like, "Carrie, no." Okay. But he goes, "No, you know Dan's rules," and she'll just kind of grunt and walk away. Kenneth sighs and goes, "All right, this is going to be a really shitty day. All right, nice meeting you guys. Get the fuck off our territory," and he'll walk away.
Yeah, sure, we got what we came here for. And he's like, "Come on, guys!" And he just kind of starts walking out of the building.
Finn is already outside trying to get some air.
Well, that was fun. Good shit, Hunter. Good shit.
If you mean almost starting a pack war, then by all means, it was fun.
Not even close to being a pack war. He takes all challengers. If you entered into it knowing that, well, you would have known that.
Yeah. As long as you didn't like try and start a fight with
Also,
the pack or mark their territory, he's absolutely right. Dan Bell takes all challengers, so that's just par for the course. I want to be
Finn,
No.
you've gone quiet.
also, based on the evidence we have so far, can Tigran roll anything to make a guess about what it could be that we're dealing with?
You guys can go ahead and make some intelligence plus occult -2, except for who is anyone here a hunter in the darkness? I think Tigran was. If he is, he doesn't get the negative.
Tigran is, yes. He is,
So he
yes.
gets a regular intelligence plus occult. Everyone else takes a -2 to it.
We all pretty much know what it is out of character, just in case of in character.
I don't.
I have no
So-
idea.
Oh, want me to tell you?
That's why
Or
I
will you
got
be surprised?
stumped.
I won't be surprised.
Right? I will tell you.
I'm going to roll for this, and I'm going to spend a willpower to add. That'll nullify the -2, and meaning I get a +1, so I'm rolling 5 dice. 1 success.
I'm no good at for rolling anything right now. -3 to everything.
Oh,
Is there something about modifiers for Tigran?
no modifiers, he said.
You're
No, for
a
Tigran.
hunter in the
Just to spend
darkness.
a willpower point then, because
I still can get over, like, the you went textbook trigger, textbook trigger.
That's fucking great.
I liked it, but at the same time, I was like, you fucking, like, you what?
Get in my way, and I'll kill you. Triggered.
It literally is.
I mean, I was ready to go full
Yeah,
on
Good
it.
thing, good thing Kenneth shut that down real quick.
He's like, I do not need a death raging werewolf on my territory. Nope.
Oh fuck.
It's almost as bad as my first session where my players went and attacked the cops just because.
Oh my
All right.
God,
It's like, oh, you caused death. You only caused when your pack was get triggered.
and it was the Eladoff, so he couldn't stop his
It was
own.
like I don't consider my own pack mates to be threatening my life like that. Not on day one.
I mean,
Alright,
I'm
for
the
those-
war leader. You jumped in front of a fight.
Oh,
right,
beautiful,
so,
beautiful.
For those who rolled and actually succeeded on their rolls, you will know that this is a telltale sign of hosts. Who they'll hollow out most of their victim,
Oh,
and
I know
Bashir
what those are.
particular, the rat hosts will hollow out where the heart is to start taking control of the body.
Huh.
They were distributed right next to your den, as it is a little concerning. These rats will crawl out of their hosts once they've discarded them, which, now that you're thinking about it, looks kind of like what they did. But why they did it and left it in such an obvious place for you to find, who knows?
That explains why they hadn't gone through rigor mortis, but they had been dead for a few days.
Why their blood looked coagulated and brown but still had liquidity, because they supernaturally keep things fluid so that it doesn't go anywhere. It just looks like they try and keep as much freshness to it as possible.
Hunter is
It's a
going
meat
to.
puppet.
Hunter's gonna snap his fingers and like, fuck. We never checked to see who those people were. It might be that we're trying to be. I think he's gonna stammer and he's gonna forget his words. Blamed. They might be blaming us for the deaths of people.
That's the word you stumbled on?
I just got into a fight with the most badass martial artists in the whole fucking city, and you're gonna blame me
Is this
for
all-
forgetting a word.
Is this all in
Yes,
character?
yes, we can blame you for that.
Yes, I will blame you for that.
Is this all in character?
Yes.
Totally in character.
We argue with each other. It's what we do. It's our relationship. We're like the odd couple.
I think I prefer the tank. Yeah, Finn's gonna be kind of quiet for a while. Stoic.
Of course, Daddy just slapped him.
It's
guys
a weird thing being triggered and then suddenly shut down, and then having to console yourself with the fact that your Rahu's like an even more Rahu than normal Rahu.
Rahu.
As you guys approach the factory, you see approaching in the distance, it looks like a cop car pulled up towards the alleyway in which you found the bodies. There's an investigator out looking at the blood.
We didn't wear gloves, did we?
We also got rid of the bodies, so it doesn't matter. I think we should just walk past the place.
Cops, great.
Well, I'm still going to go. Theo is going to go and try to get a peek at what's happening.
Okay.
How come
What
we
I'm gonna
feel-
do right here, though, is I'm gonna go ahead and end this approaching to figure out what you're gonna do with this police officer if you're gonna go past things like that. And we'll pick it up next session. We got everything sorted out. You guys got into a fight with Dan, well, at least one of you did, and you figured some shit out. So congratulations.
We got some beats.
Yes, you each get a beat for attending the session. Did anyone feel like they fulfilled any aspirations?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
No.
think I completed an
no.
objective. It's too soon.
My short aspirations at the moment are assess the pack's needs and restock the bunker.
I didn't do any progress towards obtaining an armory, and I didn't do anything to try to get a fetish. So nah.
I've got the lodge aspiration. To be defeated in battle by a superior foe. Finn!
Actually, could Finn possibly get a beat for that beta move, even if, because it would have been willpower, but I'm full up on willpower.
Yeah, I'll give you a beat for that. That's fine.
Triggered for it, I mean.
So that'll be 2 beats for Hunter and Finnegan. Now, what I do in my games is I allow players to vote for who they think did either the best thing, the funniest thing, the best role playing, whatever reason you want. You get to vote for a player.
Hunter.
They beat. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start with. Keeper. Who are you voting for?
Hunter.
That's 3 beats for Hunter. Theta, who are you gonna vote for? You cannot vote for yourself, by the way.
Oh, I wasn't going to. I'd go with Finn.
Cool. Schism.
Begrudgingly, I'm going to vote Hunter.
Cool. Lee, who are you gonna vote for?
Yeah, I think Hunter, because he really did. Yeah, he seemed to have really did it well enough, so to the point where he, pretty much endangered himself.
All right, so that's gonna be a full
He
experience.
endangered the entire pack.
That
Well,
was great.
Funny that you say that. Would you say that I took control of the pack in its time of need?
He is not the alpha we deserve, but he's the alpha we need right now.
I mean, I did sort of lead the investigation the entire time.
We
You
have 2
basically
alphas.
did the investigation. You called who you needed to call, and then you said, "Hey, let's go check out the Immortal Dragons," and then went sideways on that called and challenged Dan to a fight. So I'll say you took control of the pack for sure. That's good.
It's like that was like a dog chasing a car though at that point. Like once you're like, I've got to fight this guy.
Well, you see,
Don't
here's
understand, I
the
hate you.
here's the thing. One of my personal aspirations is fell a worthy foe. Dan Bell would have been that. On the other hand, I've got the Lords of Garm, which says to be defeated in battle by a superior foe, which Dan Bell is one of. So, either way, he's a target.
My lodge aspiration is defeat a worthy firearms opponent, but no one here
All right.
uses guns. What kind of werewolf uses a gun? This kind of werewolf.
The best kind, we'll say. All right, well, then I'm going to end that session. That was good, guys.
That was pretty glorious.
Ended on a high note. Oh, me.